People deluded. Now, I was watching Bundesliga yesterday. RB Leipzig versus... Who did RB Leipzig play, bruv? Who the hell did Stuttgart, that's it. Decent game, man. Decent game. I wanted to see, I can never say his name, but Sansibar, I cannot say his name. Defensive mid, he can barely score, but he's decent. Tyler Adams, I like him as well. Lucas Kolstelman, the fullback. You know, I like Konote, the centre-half. I think he's a really good centre-half. If he could just... Possibly, he's still a bit naive at times, but if he could improve in that, then he'd be good. Obviously, there's Ozjan Kabak. He signed for Stuttgart from Galatasaray. And obviously, there's Sabitzer and Forsberg. There's a decent set of players in the Bundesliga to watch, and there's a decent set at Leipzig to watch. And Emile Smith is going to join, well, has joined them, will probably play first team at some point. He's still working his way to full fitness. So I wanted to see how the side lines up. I was impressed, man. It was a good match. I feel, if I remember correctly, Leipzig won 3-1. Poulsen scored 2. Kabak gave away. Kabak, a centre-half I like. He showed his naivety because Poulsen conned him to get a free kick on the edge of the area from the ref. From that free kick, Sabitzer, it's a love. Watch the highlights, people. It's a lovely goal. And I think Forsberg, I rate Forsberg a bit more than I did. And I really like Tyler Adams, but it got me thinking, man. I'm really excited to see Emile Smith Rowe in that side, man, because they play some good football, forward-thinking football, and interestingly, at least from what I saw, it was a 4-2-2-2. So I'd like to see how he lines up. He'd probably line up just behind the striker, but there's a couple of roles he could be manipulated by. And again, I watch Leipzig, but I don't watch them with the scrutiny to know what formation they play week in, week out. But it might not be a 4-2-2-2 again. So man, it looks exciting. I'm excited to see how he lines up, man. I'm really excited to see how he lines up. In the RB Leipzig side, it does look promising, man. Obviously, I see the way they play, man. I really want to see how he links up with Poulsen, with Werner, with all of with Forsberg. And it's actually, to be honest with you, he might be used in as the second sort of like in the last two with the striker just behind. He could be used in Sabitzer's or Forsberg's position. And based on that game, with what I saw from Sabitzer and Forsberg, it's going to be tough to break in ahead of them. So it's a good loan spell for him. If he gets in there playing some attractive football, he's competing in training to start on the match week. Nobody cares that it's Emile Smith Rowe, the young G from Arsenal. He's just competing as a young player, so the fans and the manager and the pressure is going to face him equally. Ultimately, we want him to play football, get some minutes and things like that. So he's ticking all the right boxes, but I feel it's a very good loan spell for him. Again, until he plays, it sounds silly to say that, but it looks like a very good loan spell, and I'm happy to see. I don't know who's in charge of it, but well done at Arsenal. I'm happy to see we're picking better loan options, man, because I don't feel historically we've picked the best options for players to go on loan. I feel Akpom didn't necessarily get helped out. I feel Ben Shafe going to Stevenage didn't necessarily help him. Dan Crowley's loan spells didn't necessarily help him. Yeah, man, the loan spells historically, not just us, but in British clubs, loaning players out hasn't really been successful, really and truly. So I feel Germany is the angle for us, and it's nice to obviously see Nelson, obviously Sancho don't play for us, but Sancho doing his thing. Nelson, Emile Smith Rowe out there. Who else is there? Who else was there? You probably want Nketiah will probably go out there next year. Look to be going there in January, and you'd think Joe Willock would go out there as well. So it's the Bundesliga is the thing for us, in my opinion, anyways. And I'm just excited to see how Emile lines up when he does get the opportunity. But I've got nothing more to add. So on that point, I'm gonna keep it pushing, people. Deluded.